Welcome back to Movie Mondays, everybody. This is the ZMAM show, and I'm your host, as always, Mike Schilling. And today we're talking Outlaw King 2018. Actually came out around mid-November of 2018. It's a Netflix production, and I will say it again, Netflix is on fire with their movies and just what they're accomplishing and continuing to move on forward with in 2019. I can't wait to see all the great movies that are going to be coming our way. But with that said, Outlaw King was an amazing movie, and this talks about the true story of Robert the Bruce of Scotland. So I think it picks up just after William Wallace has pretty much been crucified and his body parts have been sent to the four corners of England as the warning, just kind of like the Braveheart movie depicted. But what was so great about this movie, guys, is that it is actually true. I mean, almost all of the information throughout the movie is true, and it's how history has noted that all the events went down, and I think that is awesome. Too many times we find all these stories and these movies that are made about history, they're just inaccurate to all hell. I mean, there's nothing right in it. They have to embellish everything just to try and sell it because the story is just not good enough to keep people's attention. But this one was, and Robert the Bruce, again, it shows him from starting off meeting with the King of England and his son, and there's some history there, and I guess as they kind of grew up, not necessarily together, but there's just some history there. Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold. And then basically how there's some other nobles of Scotland, including John Comyn, which I didn't even know who this guy was, but it finds out that him and the Bruce don't get along very well at all, and they're pretty much all fighting to see who kind of rules Scotland, and this is a big problem. And of course, King of England, he thinks, oh, we should be ruling Scotland. And so, like I said, the way Braveheart depicted is that the King of Scotland actually died, I guess around the time that William Wallace was being, dismembered and so forth, but not in fact. In fact, he was still alive and well, and he was not near as sick as he was. So the movie just kind of starts showing the Bruce's rise to power, and when he finally gets to power, it happens in a way that it's not good, okay? It went down in not a good way, or nor did it give him very good notoriety amongst all his people. And so he's in some deep trouble, but he managed to raise some armies together to try and go up against the English because of the way things go down. And just from the start, I mean, the tension, the battles, although they were few, they were great, and they were amazing. I felt that they were just as good, or if not even better, when compared back to the Mel Gibson's Braveheart, which again is an amazing movie. Braveheart of 1995. I thought it was 96, but ended up being it was 95. I was close, and that was a wonderful movie as well. And this one just kind of picks up right after it, and it just feels like it just emerges you right into the landscape. And the cinematography was on point. Everything looks great. You found out so much information about the Bruce and just his style. It was starring Chris Pine as Robert the Bruce, and then I think it was Stephen Delane played as King Edward, I guess the Longshanks, and he did a really great job showing his, like the King of England's point of view, and then dealing with his son and all those issues and so forth. And I just, again, the movie is just so well laid out, and I don't want to give away all the great stuff because you need to experience it on the screen, on your big screen. So make sure to check this one out, guys. Netflix, like, they're on fire. I mean, it's almost like you can't stop them. I mean, they're grabbing these great actors, and they're putting out these totally blockbuster style, great hit movies, and except they don't have to go to the theater. I mean, they're coming straight to your TV, and that's just amazing in itself. So I have a screenshot in the background showing IMDb, the average score is about a 7.0. I think that's far underrated for this movie. I would give this one upwards at least an 8.5 out of 10, just due to, again, cinematography, the acting, the score, the battles. This movie almost could do no wrong in my eyes. It was just so wonderful. This is my suggestion for this week, so make sure you go out and check it out if you have Netflix, or if you don't, maybe you have a friend who can give you a code. Maybe you can check it out, logging into their account, maybe, if they'll let you do that. So, or there's other ways too. I'm not going to say how, but just do what you got to do. You'll find it one way or another. So, with that said, this is the ZMM show. This is our Movie Mondays. I hope to have this now out on a regular Monday every week, so we talk about at least one movie that I want to recommend to you guys, because there's so much content out there. I know I've mentioned that before. I apologize for missing the last couple of weeks. Things have been kind of crazy. Been working on trying to get like a studio space or whatever in our house kind of built. It's not really a studio. It's really just a bedroom. But we wanted to paint it up, add some lighting or this or that, and get this ready so that way I can get these videos to you much, much faster. If you like The Walking Dead, we just released our mid-season of season 9. The premiere was last night, so go ahead and check that out if you're still loving The Walking Dead. The Whisperers are a force to be reckoned with, I can already tell, and it is going to be a great back half of the season 9. So double check that, and we're going to have some other great content coming to you guys really, really soon. So like and subscribe, stay tuned, and we will see you at the next Movie Mondays. See ya.